is ChilleDeCastro from the dungeon in Clark County Detention Center, Nevada. You know, as you go down the road of life, there's always forks. You always have decisions you can make and things. You can decide which way you're going to go. You can make your turns. That's how people end up being successful or unsuccessful, how they end up divorced or married or kids or no kids. Every single decision that you make is based on the decision that you made at each fork in the road. And as you look back through life, you can go through your memories and look back and see some of those forks in the road and some of those decisions that you made. And you do have regrets. You do regret some of those turns that you made and some of those forks in the road. And you may not sit and ponder on regret and say that that's the decision that I made and this is where I'm at now, so I don't have any regrets. Well, I'd rather be a little bit more honest. I have regrets for my regrets. Decisions I made along the way that if I had turned this way instead of that, I'd be in a different place in life. And then I get to the more philosophical position of I am where I am. The decisions I made, I can't go back on, and so I have no regrets. And that's how we rationalize in our own minds, each and every one of us. What I will say is that there's certain characters in life. There's people who form character who are prime movers, and there's other people who are auxiliary, and other people who are bitter, and there's other people who are looters and moochers, and there's just so many different kinds of characters in the world. And to me, the only thing that I've always made sure that I don't become is the con man. The con man to me is the worst kind of person. Always looking for the right angle, always looking how they can grift, manipulate, take from others. I know that because I'm in this dungeon right now and there's a con man in here. And it's the strangest to watch somebody work their cons. And so you, as you listen to me talk here now, have to decide what kind of character you are. What do you stand for? What do you believe in? What is your North Star? What is your purpose? And once you determine those things, well, then your character will begin to reveal itself. Do you take 5 steps a day to get to your goal? Do you write down on a piece of paper or in a mental list the things that you have to get done today that will move you closer to your goal? Or are you just looking for that one thing that's going to make you feel okay today? Is that the character that you are? And then do you say, I need, but I can't. I need, but I can't. You sure can. It's just a question of will you? The question comes down to you. Will you get it done? And it's a philosophy that I go by every single day. As you know, before I was locked in this dungeon, I was going live every day for 2 or 3 hours a day. And I went by a very simple philosophy. The crackhead gets their hit of crack. Every single road, no matter what city, town, borough, district you live in, you see a guy on the corner, and he is of crack. We know within a month he would not, because he would have enough to rent, enough to put on a decent pair of clothes, enough to get a job at a fast food restaurant, and then work his way up within, or at least assistant manager of that. It takes for him to get off of for a quarter. So the philosophy that I was going by before I came in here and had all this, every back. So that means that every day I what I'm trying to achieve. That's a have a week now to sit and think. Make different decisions that I'm going to make moving forward. Because as a new dungeon, place feast. And they leave there on a doing my best to keep my head safely and at the same with power, because you cannot be are going to be more along this lines of how do we thrive past not hitting my goals today. How do we goals here? I was at my absolute best in my ikigai. 4 different circles of life had come together and I was living my ikigai. And to be honest, I still am. Other than the $58,000 I have in and some setbacks of being put in a dungeon, being to be what it is that I can make that will put us on a new stratosphere. Clearly, I leave this dungeon, there's not forks in the road I've already made. It's not like I'm going to do a fork in the road when I get out of here and say, no, I'm this way. And of course, there's going to be decisions to make at the end of that fork. And that's where I'm at in my thought process today. That's where I'm at now. I have an appeals bond hearing on Monday, April 1st. So people think that the free Chille t-shirts will be, if you can't, you'll be able to find out what section everybody will, where it is and what time it is. So we need people to show up. We have to show up first on Monday. You get a 3 t-shirt to be ready. I'm okay with that. I would appreciate that. Just you showing up. Absolutely everything to me. We don't stop under any circumstances, under any still a northern light that we does not stop. This system will only be able to be the state. Some of the cards in here teach it. I can't change their in these 8 days with a 5 o'clock shadow. I've never had hair on my face this long. So I've had we're gonna thrive. We thrive. There are 2 or 3 projects that I really I should have worked on. Do this, let me do that. But I did get, no, in my mind, they're already finished. They're already laid out. I just got to put them together. I said in my head. But then every day when I hit the work on that constitutional law scholar project you want to teach, I found other things to do instead of that I needed to do. Charlie for a walk, maybe do this, maybe do that. Pretty completed. I only need to put pen to published. And I'm not full of regret. I don't regret it. I'm now though that I see the perspective that has to be achieved. A law scholar, the game, you're gonna absolutely love it. Everyone is gonna say, holy shit, you've been sitting on this in your mind Yes, I've been sitting on that in my mind for a year. This will teach you how of constitutional law and the history of our country. And now I'm moved in this journey. I have recognized that you will all soon. I have to have a partner. I need somebody with me who knows passwords, all my codes, who knows run, who knows all my stores. Law Scholar will be done. It will be done before summer. You will have a teaching tool for your children, for your classroom, for your homeschool before summer. And I'm thinking before I will finish Constitutional Law Scholar. I will have it up on the wall, and I will teach your children how to be tyranny based on policy, procedure, and protocol. Supreme Court. And point is what I will teach. And you'll be able to see it on the wall yourself inside the dungeon, because I need the internet. And then I need a printing press. I have to, not a printing press, I need a print shop. Print out the exact game that you play on the wall. Think of it like a Trivial Pursuit game. Timeline and constitutional law and history of the United States. Think of it like that. And that's what I'll be putting out. I want to say thank you to the people who have contributed to my GoFundMe. My legal bills are $50,000. That's what my legal we are. And that's this reason is because I'm going to start destruction. And I mid-attorney previously. I can't do that again. So I'm going to contract this attorney again, Christopher Oram. I'm going to the next case. Series of things that should have done started and they weren't. Motion attorney, the legalese that Chris video analysis on the body from the cop. Didn't do a deep from my done. It just done. So that's not going to happen. Once we have a hearing on Monday, everybody's going to know who my attorney is. That of you will make the decision to schedule for you to come to court hearing. Me for sure. So of course you have mission ending to where you are goal oriented and trying to achieve to drop your kid off at 7:30 in the morning, and that you may be able to make it. I hope that you can. That courtroom full of people was a website, but it doesn't matter. I appreciate it if you guys go support the mission and all about the because they don't have a choice. Today, 27th. This is ChilleDeCastro from the dungeon. Thank you, Team DLZ.